Nick, plus visit an on-site food truck, write letters to Santa, and enjoy a story time from the Grace A. Dow Library. For more information about the visit, go to the Facebook pages of the City of Midland, MCTV, or the Experimental Aircraft Association Chapter 1093. WSGW News Time, 9:07.
Hundreds of thousands of people have said goodbye to their overpriced Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile plans and switched to Pure Talk. It's CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Did you know Pure Talk gives same great coverage on the same great 5G network as one of the big guys for about half the cost? The average family is saving over $800 a year. You can keep your number and keep your phone, or get huge discounts on the latest iPhones and Androids. Unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data is just $30 a month. Or if you want unlimited data, you can still save a fortune. With U.S.-based customer service, Pure Talk treats their customers right. Plus, they have a 30-day risk-free guarantee, so you literally have nothing to lose. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say Jill 50 to save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Jill 50. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless.
WSGW News Time, 9:08. The weather forecast is coming up next. One person has died after a crash along a slippery roadway in southwestern Michigan, just north of the state line with Indiana. The Berrien County Sheriff's Department says the crash occurred around 7:15 p.m. Thursday on I-94 near New Buffalo Township. 4 people were inside an SUV heading east on I-94 when the driver lost control and struck a guardrail. The driver of a Buick Lucerne also lost control before striking the SUV. Passenger from the SUV was outside and had been pinned by the Lucerne. She later died. The sheriff's office says cold, slick rain, and icy road conditions are believed to have contributed to the crash. GM is getting into boating, specifically electric boating. Here's details from Autobeat reporter Jeff Gilbert.
GM is buying a 25% stake in Seattle-based Pure Watercraft. They specialize in what GM calls all-electric boating solutions. No specifics on products we may see because of this deal, but GM will be producing a lot of batteries and electric powertrains that could be used in boats, just used in vehicles. GM could also learn from some of Pure Watercraft's technologies, lessons that could be put into future electric vehicles.
A 19-year-old Detroit area man has been arrested in the slaying of his father's 40-year-old former girlfriend. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office says Jaron Cox of Wixom was arraigned Thursday on first-degree murder, witness intimidation, and gun charges. Andrea Tucker was shot to death November 17th in the driveway of her East Side Detroit home after dropping off her 2 children at school. Cox was arrested Monday in Wixom. His 45-year-old father, David Hammond, was ordered earlier this month for arson, felonious assault, domestic violence, and home invasion. Tucker was the complainant in that case. Hammond was arrested last week after being wanted for questioning in her slaying. When you see news happening, call the WSGW newsroom at 752-0790. It's 9:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW Weatherology forecast. We have snow in the forecast for your Saturday. Cloud cover, temperatures warming to the mid-30s. South winds light around 5. Light snow showers for Saturday night. Overcast. Lows drop to the upper 20s. Sunday, we do have a chance for a rain-snow mixture. Mainly cloudy skies. Temperatures warm to the upper 30s. West winds gusting in the mid-20s. Continued chance for a rain-snow mix Sunday night as well. I'm staff meteorologist Mandy Faluber with the WSGW Weatherology forecast. Right now, 29 degrees.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5. 90 WSGW and online, WSGW.com.
Well, good morning to you on a Saturday morning. The Art Lewis Show, coming to you from my Saginaw Spirit Home studio. Nice to have you with us today. Hope you had a very, very pleasant Thanksgiving and got together with family and friends. We are in the last week, or almost the last week, of the Medicare window. What's that all about? Well, with me this morning is the guy who we've been talking to for many, many years. He's written a book called Maximize Your MediCARE, now in its umpteenth printing. And we say good morning to Jae Oh. Jay, good morning.
Good morning, Art. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for being with us. And you'll notice he has on a shirt which has this block M on it. So I won't ask who's going to win the game today.
I thought you were going to ask me about, pre-game comments, but I guess we have other things we need to discuss.
But you are a U of M-er, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to other things. The book Maximize Your MediCARE. Did I read where it's going into another printing now?
That's right. It's available for pre-order now. Amazon, of course, everything's for sale on Amazon.
Yeah.
It'll be coming out in the end of January. So that is, it's going to be updated with the new information for 2022, along with a number of different changes that have occurred since the last printing.
All right. So we'll get to those changes, but let's talk about some basic things first. We hear about the window, and it ends December 7th, if I'm correct. What can you do in the window? What's the window for? And what can't you do?
Well, this is that period of time, Art. It's called the annual election period. You're right that it ends on December 7th. For those persons who are already enrolled in Part D, which is standalone prescription plans, you can check to make sure that your existing plan is the most efficient for you going into next year, something that you know well, which is that a number of changes have happened in Part D. Most notably is the number of plans nationwide has declined. And in some cases, what that has meant is that people have been transitioned to more expensive plans, which just candidly speaking is paying more for less. And as a result, it's always been my, thought, my advice in the book, every time that we've spoken, please update, exactly to make sure that your plan next year is the most efficient so you can get the most for your dollars.
Yeah, because it's interesting because some of these companies that have fewer plans now will automatically update you to a more expensive plan, even though they may have a lesser expensive plan.
What ended up happening is that every company can only offer 3 separate Part D plans. So as a result, due to the number of mergers and acquisitions, we've had this situation where a particular carrier would have offered 5 plans, for example. Well, that had to be lowered to 3. And so what ended up happening is that all the persons that were on plan C, they got moved to plan, Q, just automatically based off that. So as a result, if you're not watching, if you're not reading the annual notice of change, etc., then what can end up happening is could be transitioned to a more expensive plan, like you rightly noted, and then you'll find out next year when it's too late.
So I guess the question I have is, why limit these companies in the number of plans? Why don't they just let the marketplace do it?
It's hard to say, the CMS didn't call and ask for Jay's advice or,
my mistake.
But the reality is that, I think that's to reduce the amount of confusion to some degree. That also said, they have to meet certain parameters. For example, you have a deductible, a standard box set of parameters, deductibles, as well as out-of-pocket maximums, etc., these different tiers. And as a result, kind of trying to draw the line on some type of, here's a very diverse set of plans, yet without overwhelming people.
Is it true that if I looked at a list of drugs I looked at drug A, and drug A is a tier 2 drug, let's say. Is it a tier 2 drug across the board, even though the copay may be different? Is it tier 2 on plan A and tier 2 on plan B and tier 2 on plan 3? Or are the differences in where these drugs fall in terms of tiers?
It's a good question. And the short answer is tier 2 under plan 1 is not necessarily mean that it's tier 2 under plan 5.
Oh, so there is a lot to look at then.
There's a great deal to look at. And I generally tell persons, everyday people, consumers, that it's not a good idea to spend lots of time in the sense of trying to figure out or assign common sense to pharmaceutical distribution. It is a very, very complicated set of inputs. And as a result, my bottom line is just check every year so that you can make sure that what you have is most efficient. And that will also change based off the place where you go and fill your prescriptions. Your local grocery store, your large department store, the large national pharmaceutical chains. Every single medication for every single plan can have a different price. And that's the way this works. That's how complicated it can be.
So really, what I'm hearing you say is, and I'm assuming, well, I know you do, but I'm assuming the agents who sell Medicare insurance like this, Part D, have a computer program. You put in all your drugs and their size and all that stuff, and it spits out the plans that do best for you. Is that basically the way it works?
Yes, Medicare.gov is the CMS official website. It can be used as a guideline, but even then you need to look a couple of layers deeper just to make sure, because like I said, you may have been very comfortable in going to a particular retailer. Let's just call it the local grocery store. But the reality is that even the preferred pharmacies, the makeup of what locations are preferred can change. And then on top of that, to make things even more complicated, is that even within preferred, the most efficient of the preferred can differ year to year, plan to plan.
Lovely. All right. We're talking to Jae Oh. The book is Maximize Your MediCare. And if you have any questions about Medicare, and again, the window is open through December 7th, you can give us a call at 989-752-6111. And the toll-free number inside the state of Michigan is 866-790-WSGW. More with Jay when we return here on the Art Lewis Show for this Saturday morning.
Friday, January 21st at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Air Supply. Timeless song. Air Supply with special guest Orleans. Tickets start at $33. On sale. Eagle and Eagle's Landing box offices or online at etix.com. Endless memories. Air Supply and special guest Orleans. I want to be your partner. Ladies, it's date night. Friday, January 21st at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Even the nights are better since I found you. Air Supply with special guest Orleans. Tickets on sale now. Details at SoaringEagleCasino.com.
Service. Well, the folks at M&R Garage Door have built their business on it. In fact, it's fair to say that service is their specialty. M&R Garage Door has earned the right to say that by taking care of their customers in the Tri-Cities for over 50 years. M&R can repair any brand garage door or opener, including all residential and industrial doors. Call M&R Garage Door for all of your service needs. M&R has garage doors and openers for every style and every budget. Call M&R Garage Door at 894-0971. 894-0971 for all of your garage door and opener needs. Remember, at M&R Garage Door, service is our specialty.
When Sandra doesn't talk to him, junk sleep presses the wrong buttons in her brain. And Sandra presses the wrong buttons in the elevator. leading to a dreadful journey for her and the accountants now headed up to floor 42. 7, 8, 9. While Sandra avoids eye contact, let's reflect on how a better mattress would have led to real sleep. If you need real sleep, head to Mattress Firm and unjunk your sleep today.
Sound Asleep Lab is the only private accredited sleep lab in mid-Michigan owned and operated by a physician. We do home and in the lab sleep studies. If you're waiting months for an appointment, we can see you within 1 to 2 weeks. You may consider doing a cost comparison before your next sleep study. Our charge is less than 50%. No worries of having to go into the hospital with 4 convenient locations in Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, and Mount Pleasant. Please discuss with your primary care provider or call 989-792-2792 for an appointment. 92 or check us out at soundasleeplab.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com. The days of paying full price are over. And at RocketGrabPlus.com, we are here always giving you the deals that you need. You can get tons of half-off deals going on right now from Uplift Creative Center, Joyce's Purple Palette, Woody's Hot Dogs, King's Fish and More, and the Hamptons Boutique Tanning and Salon. Half off? Yeah, it's true. And it's all at RocketGrabPlus.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Michigan Wolverines football is on WSGW.
Haskins over right guard. Touchdown, Michigan. Give that one to Zach Carpenter in the offensive line. Edwards breaks it back diagonally across the... Run him. Touchdown, Michigan. Donovan Edwards. That ball is intercepted. DJ Turner has it. The 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
The 6th-ranked Michigan Wolverines routed Maryland to set up a showdown against the 2nd-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes for the Big Ten East title in the regular season finale. Tune in for pregame coverage starting at 11 a.m. on 790 News Radio WSGW. Michigan football is brought to you by Forward Energy, Medicare Choices of Saginaw, Schaefer and Beerline Ram Truck in Frankenmuth, Wolf Isles Ace Hardware in Saginaw, Big E's Sports Grill, and Lingle Equipment Company in Saginaw. It's Michigan and Ohio State, the game. Live Saturday morning at 11 on 790 News Radio WSGW.
The Wolverines play on WSGW.
And we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show with Jae Oh, who wrote the book Maximize Your MediCARE. So we talked about the window for Part B. Are there other things you can do in the window that you can't do during the rest of the year?
Yes, during this period, which ends on December 7th, you can freely choose to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan. In most of the cases, that includes embedded prescription drug benefits. Many plans, as you can see on the many TV commercials, are at the premium of $0 a month. Some actually even provide a rebate into your Social Security benefits check.
All right, let me ask about that, Jay.
Sure.
We're inundated with those commercials.
Right.
They make it sound like utopia. But if you listen carefully, the words, you may qualify, you could qualify, check your zip code, all of these things lead me to believe very few people qualify for all of those freebie benefits. Am I right about that?
It's very, very complicated, Art. So let's just say there's an example of plan letter M. The fact of the matter is that in one particular part of the country, Plan M can exist. In another part of the country, Plan M with the same name can exist, where the features, the benefits, the copays are very slightly different.
So this is not, it's not under the same kind of structure as the supplemental plans are, where the government says this is the plan, and then the companies are free to charge what they think they have to for it. But the plan is the plan, right? Plan F in Saginaw is the same as in Los Angeles.
Right. No, you've got it exactly right, which is Medicare Advantage has exploded, meaning that over 40% of the 60 plus million Medicare beneficiaries are on some type of Medicare Advantage plan. And the number of plans available in every location has also increased by a large degree, a trend that I just simply don't see stopping. And it's from the first edition to now, which is that the quality of plans, the benefits, and the price have improved notably as a result of the intense competition, as well as the higher payments coming from the federal government to the Medicare Advantage carriers.
All right, they use the word advantage, and I'm not sure there is one, but let's talk about that. For someone who has Part A, Part B, a D prescription plan, and let's just say Plan F, which you can't get anymore, but Plan F, if you still have it, you can keep it, covers everything. You don't have any out of pocket. Is there an Advantage plan that does exactly the same thing with your doctors? You don't have to change doctors and cost less? Or is it by the time you get an Advantage plan that does all those things, it's going to cost you the same thing?
What I would say is that they're just fundamentally different arrangements, groups, if you will. Medicare Advantage, what you can never get away from, is the fact that this is an annual contract that runs from January to January, so that every little detail will change. And that is not necessarily negative, because those changes as a result of the competition have improved the benefits. But nevertheless, the networks, the copays, deductibles, the prescription tiering, all of that is subject to change. Now, the fact is that the commercials, which are publicizing health club membership, embedded dental and vision, for example, those are true. Those are true. But again, they're going to vary from plan to plan, year to year. And we can never get away from that. To get to your question about Medigap and Part D, the distinguishing feature is the fact that that language in your Medigap plan is in stone, meaning that once you are a policy owner, the terms and conditions of the coverage and benefits cannot change. The premium can change with your age and with the claims of your fellow policy owners, not your own experience. But the fact of the matter is that the actual terms and conditions of the benefits that you receive, that remains unchanged. And most importantly, the only one that can cancel a Medicare supplement plan, a Medigap plan, is you. Meaning, once you are a policy owner, no one can kick you out of that plan unless you're intentionally doing so by yourself.
So what happens if you have a Medigap plan, and I'll go back to Plan F because it's the one I know, and you decide during the window you're going to go to an Advantage plan, so you dump your Plan D, you dump your supplement, and after a year on the Advantage plan, I don't like it. I want to go back to Plan F, and I want to go back to my supplement and my Part D. What happens?
There are special enrollment periods, election periods, meaning there are exceptions. And in everyday language, I call them side doors, meaning that the distinguishing feature about Medicare is the fact that the rights and options under the Medicare system are overwhelmingly in the consumer's favor. It may not feel like it due to all the mail and the crossfire, the politics involved. It may not feel like to an everyday consumer that the rights and options are in the buyer's favor, but the reality is they are. Now, your particular question is, do these exceptions, side doors, special enrollment periods, do they exist? The answer is yes, but I need to caution, especially here in public, which is these need to be handled with a great deal of caution, meaning the side door, for example, you need to have the key, a special set of conditions in order to qualify. And for an everyday person to simply just walk up to the door and presume that they have the key isn't a good idea. It's I as you know, Art, we've spent many years together. You don't hear me pounding on a box to say, call Jay, call Jay. This is largely information only, but this is that instance where I can't suggest you try to do it yourself. I generally don't. That doing it yourself is a good idea because of the number of inputs, but particularly in your question, your scenario, do the exceptions exist? Yes. The idea that you would navigate it as a private citizen, even a highly informed one like you.
No, no.
Is that practical?
No,
probably not.
All right, we have a caller, Joe from Freeland. Joe, you are on with Jae Oh. Good morning to you, sir. Joe, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You're on with Jay.
Okay, good. Good morning.
Good morning.
A connected veteran, do I need to assume Part B coverage?
It's a great question. So what you first need to understand is that Veterans Administration, the funding of Veterans Administration health benefits is not the same as the money that funds Medicare. As a result, it has its own separate set of rules. Now, can you as a veteran not enroll in Part B and just simply rely on Veterans Administration benefits? The answer to that is yes. That said, if you change your mind later and attempt to enroll in Part B, the late enrollment penalties will apply for Part B.
Oh, for veterans too, huh?
Correct.
Wow.
So this needs to be taken carefully, and Veterans Administration benefits are very, very complicated. Something you probably know, meaning there are many, many levels. There's CHAMP VA, there's TRICARE for life. In other words, very, very complicated soup. That said,
I'm sorry.
it needs to be handled carefully. No, that's okay.
I do know that when I go there, they ask me if I have insurance other than the VA insurance. And it's kind of embarrassing, because I tell them no. And they take very good care of me there.
Well, don't be embarrassed. Nothing embarrassing about it. You earned it.
Well, you're right. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I kind of feel guilty. Sometimes the gals will say, do you have any insurance? And you can see the look on their face. And it's kind of embarrassing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I enjoy the coverage they have. I don't carry a Part B, and I'm not so sure I'm going to.
Sure. And what can end up happening is if you're satisfied with the care that you're receiving under VA, can you continue without Part B? The answer to that is yes. And I will say that the negative publicity, you can remember a few years ago, a firestorm of negative publicity regarding VA health benefits, the wait lines, the amount of distance, for example, you have to travel. That varies from location to location around the country. I would say that they have that entire network, the way that they are outsourcing, the way they are referring to non-VA medical professionals has notably improved the service that Veterans Administration beneficiaries receive.
All right.
Well, I will make one comment, fellas, before I leave you for the day, is that the fellows at the VA take very good care of us.
That is good to hear.
There. It is, Art. It is, and I have no ambitions about saying that.
I'm glad to hear it.
Class A organization.
Glad to hear it.
Man.
Thank you for your service.
You betcha. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Thanks. Bye.
Jay, hang on. We'll be back with more. We're talking to Jae Oh. He has authored the book, Maximize Your MediCARE. More ahead on The Art Lewis Show.
Hi, I'm Ray at Gixx of Bay City. The magic and thrill of the house. At Gixx Christmas Village, a real Christmas wonderland and a must-see for the entire family. Enjoy unique holiday displays with nativities, Santas, snowmen, angels, ornaments, and decorations you'll see only at Gixx, from traditional, country to contemporary. Gixx offers the area's largest selection of grown in Michigan fresh-cut Christmas trees in various heights and widths. Gixx Santa's helpers have been very busy creating one-of-a-kind fresh wreaths, from traditional to contemporary. Gixx offers a wonderful selection of and colorfully grown Michigan poinsettias, gray blankets. With so much to choose from, a Gixx gift card could be the perfect gift. Gifts like the musically tuned Woodstock wind chimes and limited edition Mark Roberts fairies and Santas. Be sure and visit Gixx website, BeGixNursery.com. We'll see you at Gixx Christmas Village this week on M84, 1 mile east of I-75, west side Saginaw Road, Bay City.
The Whatever Loan with no credit score limit and Members First Credit Union is back. Whether you want to give your family the best holiday season yet or finally catch up on some of those bills, the Whatever Loan is here if you need it. Visit mfcu.net to learn more, apply online, or schedule an in-branch appointment. If the Whatever Loan doesn't meet your needs, Members First has other lending options available. Members First Credit Union. Must be eligible for membership. Some restrictions may apply. Equal housing opportunity. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get them a shirt from Untuck It. Now you can get up to 50% off with the Black Friday sale happening right now at Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with our super soft flannels and wrinkle-free shirts, so don't miss it. Up to 50% off for a limited time only. Find the perfect gift for every guy in your list at untuckit.com or 80+ Untuck It stores. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
You and your phone have been through a lot this past year. It's been your lifeline to the world. And now, big wireless company is telling you got to buy a new phone from them and sign their contract? They don't control you. With TracFone Wireless, you can keep the phone, number, and network you already have. Already got a 5G phone? Keep that too, because TracFone runs on America's best networks now with 5G nationwide. Plus, we've got unlimited talk and text smartphone plans starting at just $20. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. 5G nationwide access requires a 5G capable device. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Hundreds of thousands of people have said goodbye to their overpriced Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile plans and switched to Pure Talk. It's CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Did you know Pure Talk gives you the same great coverage on the same great 5G network as one of the big guys for about half the cost? The average family is saving over $800 a year. You can keep your number and keep your phone or get huge discounts on the latest iPhones and Androids. Unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data is just $30 a month. Or if you want unlimited data, you can still save a fortune. With U.S.-based customer service, Pure Talk treats their customers right. Plus, they have a 30-day risk-free guarantee, so you literally have nothing to lose. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say Jill 50 to save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, say Jill 50. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW.
All right, we're back with you on the Art Lewis Show. And back with Jae Oh, the author of the book Maximize Your MediCARE, talking about MediCARE as we are in the window until December 7th for changes. Have there been many changes to the supplement side of things?
No, I wouldn't say the language itself is not different. What has happened is, as you rightly said, Plan F is no longer available for persons whose either Part A or Part B began in January of 2020 and later. It is very, very competitive that we have seen actually, in the reality is that Medigap premiums adjusted for inflation are lower today than they were 5 years ago. Meaning that if you think about healthcare costs, health insurance costs, which seem to be rising, the reality is that it is so competitive in Medigap space that a turning 65-year-old, a newly 65-year-old female in Midland County, for example, we can literally find a price tie. That's how competitive it is.
It's it seems to me anyway that the Plan F, the only thing you lose by not having Plan F and going with another plan like G, I guess it is the copay for your doctor visits, or the deductible for your doctor visits, which, if I'm right, was only like $147 anyway, wasn't it? Something like that.
So we now know the next year, the 2022 premium and deductibles, which some people are finding alarming. So again, the part is going to be $170.
That's
next
Part
year
B.
For Part B. The Part B deductible, $233.
So that went up too.
Yes, that is correct. Plan F covers that $233. Every other plan does not. So as a result, you can understand that this is some concern, no question, because especially when you compare that to Medicare Advantage, many Medicare Advantage plans, especially in the lower peninsula of Michigan, you'll find plans with $0 health deductible. So again, these changes to Medicare are beyond our control, meaning that they get determined right around this time. It tells me that it's time to update the book when these things come out, and Plan F covers it, whereas the other plans don't, which is not a surprise. It's part of the reason that Plan F was discontinued, because of the fact that people would abuse it. For example, the hypochondriacs, or for example, excessive use of healthcare services, trying to cut that down.
All right. So let me ask this, because, if you have Plan F, which you can no longer buy new, but if you have it, you can keep it. They didn't pull Plan F off the marketplace for those of us that have it. Is it such that it keeps up with the increases in copays and deductibles and all of those things? In other words, the Plan F I bought when I was, 13 years ago, whatever it was, no matter what happens to those deductibles, Plan F will pay it, right? It goes up with it.
Yeah, yes, you can expect it to adjust for that fact. The fact that it pays for the Part B deductible, no question. Does the premium the next year, follow suit? I think that one thing is surprising, which is that I know persons receive information. They go on social media, they go on YouTube, for example, and try to get their fragment of information. One of these fragments is to say something about Medigap, which is that for technical reasons, speculative reasons, that Plan F and Plan G would have greater increases in premium rate. In other words, the rate of increase of those two particular plans would exceed that of other plans. That has simply not panned out.
Which is interesting.
Sorry?
Because, that's interesting, because of all of the alphabet soup of supplemental plans, Plan F probably would have been considered the Cadillac.
Sure. Absolutely.
And if you buy a Cadillac, you'd expect it to cost more.
Yes, but again, this is largely because people don't understand the way that the math of estimating insurance premiums works. Meaning that while that it may seem like that would be the case, the reality is that the new applicants, the persons in greatest need of very substantial healthcare services, no longer have access to the plan. Therefore, the relative claims of that very expensive person are no longer included, putting a cap. When you, in addition to that, when you consider the fact that the world is this competitive, the reality is that has also could put a cap on the rate of increase on Medigap premiums. That doesn't mean that it's going to be zero. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to suggest to you that it's going to be zero, as in many cases on Medicare Advantage. But nevertheless, certain amounts of the speculation is, for me, at that time when I saw them, I would say, no, that shows a fundamental misunderstanding of the inputs on insurance estimation pricing. And as a result, I didn't agree then, and it's borne out to be the case, which is that, for example, in California, the rate of change across all plans at the largest carrier is one number, meaning it's not plan F went up by X minus 5%. No, that has not occurred. California being by itself as large as entire nations.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. We're talking to Jae Oh. He wrote the book Maximize Your MediCARE. We'll tell you more about that when we return here on the Art Lewis Show. Let me ask you how you slept last night, because, you know, in this world we live in today, we're asked to do more for less. So when you go to bed and you spend a third of your life there, you really need a quality sleep, and you can get it with a sanitary mattress. You can visit all the so-called sleep stores, or you can rest assured the mattress you're using is manufactured right here in the Great Lakes Bay region to your specifications. Your dollars are spent, and they stay right here in our local economy. Your time in bed may be cut short by today's demanding world, but don't be fooled. You can still get a quality good night's sleep on a sanitary mattress, and they feature 1-hour window delivery of your mattress to your home. If you have an RV or a boat, Sanitary Mattress will custom make a mattress for you, something the box stores can't do. Visit the Sanitary Mattress factory and showroom serving this area since 1935. Set your GPS to 5343 Janes Road in Saginaw, just east of the Harry Brown Airport. Visit them on the web at sanitarymattress.com or call 753-1757. Sanitary Mattress. We'll be back with more with Jae Oh after these notes.
Black Friday is going on now, and the Maytag store is helping you get the best possible deals of the season. The Maytag store carries great American-made appliances from Amana, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Whirlpool. They have product in stock and ready to be delivered and installed, and they service the appliances they sell with an in-house parts and service team. You'll find amazing deals, such as a Maytag top-load washer and dryer pair starting at $12.49, or an Amana laundry pair as low as $9.99. Get a Whirlpool stainless steel dishwasher starting. Garage-ready freezers and refrigerators are in stock. They even have Whirlpool top freezers starting at $8.99. Plus, they're paying sales tax on all in-stock items. Shop these special deals all day, Friday and Saturday at the Maytag store on Tittabawassee Road in Saginaw and at their Frankenmuth location. Plus, the Maytag store outlet on Gratiot Road in Saginaw will be open all day Friday and Saturday with special savings. Stop by and experience the Maytag store difference today.
I'm Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to your doctor right now, but if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait. This could be a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which can make you about 5 times more likely. If you're having these symptoms, don't wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Your Saginaw Spirit are back in action this weekend at the Dow. The puck drops at 7:05 Saturday night as your Saginaw Spirit take on the Windsor Spitfires. This is also the annual Light the Night game to raise awareness for challenges of those dealing with leukemia and lymphoma. Tickets are available at SaginawSpirit.com, the Spirit store on State Street in Saginaw, or by calling 989-497-7747. The Saginaw Spirit battle the Windsor Spitfires Saturday night. Game on!
Hundreds of thousands of people have said goodbye to their overpriced Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile plans and switched to Pure Talk. It's analyst Jill Schlesinger. Did you know Pure Talk gives you the same great coverage on the same great 5G network as one of the big guys for about half the cost? The average family is saving over $800 a year. You can keep your number and keep your phone or get huge discounts on the latest iPhones and Androids. Unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data is just $30 a month. Or if you want unlimited data, you can still save a fortune. With U.S.-based customer service, Pure Talk treats their customers right. Plus, they have a 30-day risk-free guarantee, so you literally have nothing to lose. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say Jill50 to save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, say Jill50. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless.
The WSGW Morning Team Show.
WSW online poll preventing drunk driving. The recently passed National Infrastructure Package includes a requirement technology to prevent drunk driving. Automakers have until 2026 to meet this mandate for all new vehicles. Supporters, including Mothers Against Drunk Driving, believe it will virtually eliminate the number one killer on America's roads. Others say they're very appreciative and understand the safety aspect. Some are concerned about what the technology, though, could cost to a vehicle, especially if they say they have a vehicle and they never drink in the first place. Poll question, what do you think about this requirement for all new vehicles to have technology to prevent drunk driving? Do you support this requirement? Do you support the safety aspect, but not as a mandate for every vehicle, or you don't support this requirement at all? Give your opinion through the poll vote that you can make when you go to WSGW.com, scroll down the homepage, and find the online poll box.
The Morning Team Show, weekdays 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
All right, we're back with you talking to Jae Oh, who wrote the book Maximize Your MediCare. So let's talk about the book. Going into its what printing, 8?
I think it's 9th.
9th?
Yes, that's right.
Many changes?
Yeah, since the last edition, certainly changes. I would say the two are the following. One, which is that those persons who require dialysis with end-stage renal disease, those persons now have the unrestricted right to enroll in Medicare Advantage, something that did not used to exist. And this is important because every Medicare Advantage plan has an annual out-of-pocket maximum limit. So you can understand that someone who requires dialysis, that's not their only medical condition. So as a result, that cap on the total financial exposure is very valuable. And the second one is that insulin is capped at $35 a copay per month, depending on the Part D or Medicare Advantage plan. Obviously, diabetes being an epidemic in the United States, very, very important. These two have improved the financial outcomes for Medicare beneficiaries by the thousands of dollars.
All right, Jay. So where is the book available?
Well, right now it's on pre-order. It'll be available at the end of January. And for those persons who do offer the pre-order, there's actually a newsletter, which is my name, JAEOH.substack.com. There's a Black Friday, everyone's who's selling something has got a special. So people who pre-order the book and send the receipt get free 1-year access to the paid subscription version of newsletters, videos, other information that candidly I cannot release here, even with you, Art, here in public.
Well, look, Jay, it's always fun, and appreciate your time this morning. Go Blue.
Go Blue, indeed. Thank you very much again, Art.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Very good.
Jae Oh, the author of Maximize Your MediCare. We'll take our last break and then be back to close out the hour.
Friday, January 21st at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Air Supply. Timeless song. special guest Orleans. Tickets start at $33. On sale now at the Soaring Eagle and Eagle's Landing box offices or online at etix.com. Endless memories. Air Supply and special guest Orleans. I want to be your partner. Ladies, it's date night. Friday, January 21st at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Even the nights are better since I found you. Air Supply with special guest Orleans. Tickets on sale now. Details at SoaringEagleCasino.com.
If you're Medicare eligible, now's the time to review your coverage to get all you can from your plan. With Covenant Advantage, a PHP Medicare plan, you get hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage you need and valuable extras you want. With dental benefits from Delta Dental, vision, more without paying more. Covenant Advantage consultants are leading seminars in the area and are available for personal consultations. Don't delay. Learn more at covenantadvantage.com.
Hundreds of thousands of people have said goodbye to their overpriced Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile plans and switched to Pure Talk. It's CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Did you know Pure Talk gives you the same great coverage on the same great 5G network as one of the big guys for about half the cost? The average family is saving over $800 a year. You can keep your number and keep your phone. Discounts on the latest iPhones and Androids. Unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data is just $30 a month. Or if you want unlimited data, you can still save a fortune. With U.S.-based customer service, Pure Talk treats their customers right. Plus, they have a 30-day risk-free guarantee, so you literally have nothing to lose. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say Jill 50 to save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, say Jill 50. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless.
When Sandra doesn't talk to a Mattress Firm sleep expert, Junk Sleep presses the wrong buttons in her brain. And Sandra presses the leading to a dreadful journey for her and the accountants now headed up to floor 42. 7, 8, 9. While Sandra avoids eye contact, let's reflect on how a better mattress would have led to real sleep. If you need real sleep, head to Mattress Firm and unjunk your sleep today.
You have an opportunity to make this holiday season very special for some very special children. You are invited to join WSGW and our Alpha Media family of stations, along with Covenant Kids, Tim Hortons, and Impact Saginaw Credit Unions for Christmas. During the week of December 6th through the 10th, each night at 8 p.m., lights will be shined for 2 minutes towards the windows where kids are hospitalized at Covenant Healthcare in Saginaw. You can bring your own light shining device, and for the first 100 attendees, free flashlights will be given away. Fire departments, police, MMR will all shine lights too. Plus, with your help, each child will receive a toy, as you can donate new, unwrapped toys at Covenant Healthcare or participating Tim Hortons or Impact Saginaw Credit Union locations. For specific toy donation locations and all the information you need, please visit WSGW.com. Scroll down the Lights Before Christmas box.
That'll do it for today. Kevin Ray, Simply Financial next, and then U of M football versus Ohio State. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM.